Hello and welcome to the Intel Brief. Today is Wednesday, 26 March. I'm your host Daniel, and today we'll be covering Pakistani journalists charged amid press freedom crackdown, German police have raided targets in a Eritrean terror group, and Russia confirms the Black Sea ceasefire. So firstly, a Pakistani journalist, Muhammad Wahid Murad, known for criticizing the country's military, has been charged with cyber terrorism and spreading disinformation online after his alleged abduction by intelligence officials. His arrest follows a raid by masked men at his home in Islamabad, during which his family claims no warrant was presented. Murad is the second journalist in recent days to be charged under Pakistan's stricter cyber laws. His detention has sparked widespread condemnation, with the Pakistani Federal Union of Journalists and the Human Rights Commission of Pakistan denouncing the incident as an attack on freedom of the press. Murad's arrest is part of a broader crackdown on journalists in Pakistan, which has seen several reporters targeted for their work. On March 19th, two relatives of journalists were allegedly kidnapped after they exposed cases of nepotism involving the army's chief's family. Another journalist was arrested in Karachi for allegedly broadcasting anti-state content. The government has also restricted internet access, blocking platforms such as X. Pakistan ranks 152nd in press freedom globally and 12th on the Global Impunity Index. So what? This situation is pretty bad, and it seems possible that it could get much, much worse if these crackdowns continue. While it is unlikely that the country will peacefully become a dictatorship, it does seem to be giving it a pretty good go. However, it is likely that it would end in violent protests, much like it has in the past. This could lead to further instability in Pakistan and the surrounding regions, especially as they battle with terror groups in several areas. And next, German police have launched a major nationwide raid targeting members of a Eritrean terror group. The operation, involving around 200 officers, searched 19 properties across 6 federal states, including Bavaria and North Rhine-Westphalia. The 17 suspects are accused of founding or being part of the German branch of the terror group, which aims to overthrow Eritrea's government. Authorities allege that some of the members condone violence against German institutions and security forces. A similar raid has taken place in Denmark, though no arrests have been reported so far. The group has been linked to violent riots at Eritrean cultural events in Germany, including festivals in 2022 and 2023. In a related case, a senior member of the group was sentenced to 4 years in prison by a Dutch court for organising riots in The Hague in early 2024. Eritrea, ruled by the Eritrean People's Liberation Front since gaining independence from Ethiopia in 1993, remains a one-party state with no elections since its formation. Germany is home to 80,000 Eritrean nationals and descendants and has witnessed growing tensions within the diaspora over the country's political situation. So what? This is just another way of highlighting the absolutely huge number of groups a government intelligence agency has to deal with at any one time. Though it seems unlikely that this group posed a significant risk to the average German, it is possible that disagreements within the Eritrean population could lead to increasing levels of violence in Germany. And lastly, Russia has confirmed that it is willing to participate in the US brokered agreement aimed at ensuring safe navigation on the Black Sea. However, it has made this commitment on the contingency of lifting sanctions imposed on its agricultural bank and other financial institutions, particularly regarding their reconnection to SWIFT payment systems. The White House stated that both Russia and Ukraine have separately agreed to avoid military attacks on vessels and to prevent the use of commercial ships for military purposes. The Ukrainian Defense Minister reiterated this commitment but cautioned that any movement of Russian warships beyond the eastern Black Sea would compel Ukraine to exercise its right to self-defense. Meanwhile, the Russian foreign minister has urged the US to pressure Kiev into restoring the Black Sea Navigation Agreement under more favorable terms to Moscow. He emphasized Russia's readiness to revive the Black Sea Initiative, but insisted that restrictions on its exports must be relaxed. He argued that even though Russian food and fertilizer exports are not directly sanctioned, logistical and financial barriers have hindered their trade. Moscow believes that resolving these issues depends on Washington compelling Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to comply with the new agreement. So what? While it is possible that some of the sanctions from the US could be lifted, the EU has made it clear that they will make no such agreements without Russia withdrawing from Ukraine. In terms of the Black Sea deal, it seems unlikely that Ukraine could place any level of trust in Russia's commitment without clear security guarantees from a Western partner. This is due to Russia's breaking of the first agreement and their use of their naval forces to attack Odessa and other Western-placed cities. Thank you for tuning in to the Intel Brief, your daily update on global geopolitics, brought to you by HM Intelligence. You can support the show by sharing with your friends or leaving us a 5-star review. And if you're curious to learn more about intelligence, why not check out one of our courses? They're all self-paced, affordable, and online. Thank you for listening. I've been your host, Daniel, and I'll see you next time.